So I'm at the retirement place here, and things always happen, don't they, to annoy you. I've lost a cable, it's just sheared off. It's supposed to be in here somewhere, and this cable engages my roller. So that's gone, and I have mowed every part of this lawn the last hour or so, mowed every single piece apart from this section here and this section here. Oh, I'm going to be doing the rest with a strimmer. Anyway, little things like that. We're going to take that mower down to our repair guy, and he can have a look with it. I'm going to run home and grab the other mower for this afternoon's jobs.
It's always a pain in the backside when something like this happens. It's not a massive problem, but it's just one of those things that without the right parts could just put a right stop in the day for you. So I thought I would leave this little bit in. I wasn't going to put this bit in the video, but I thought I'd just put it in just again to mention how good and how handy it is to have somebody who lives local to you that can fix your gear. So we took the mower to my repair guy, and I say it was just one cable. It just snaps off at the end, but it was like a specialist type of cable, you know, it had this sort of funny little hook thing on the end, which I'd have had to order in. So I took it to my repair guy, and he said, yeah, no trouble, leave it with me. No joke, within half an hour he'd text me to say all done. He'd actually got one of the cables in, and as I say, within half an hour all fixed and ready to go. And you know, for me that's priceless. You know, we had one lawn to do after this job. We went to do that lawn. I went and picked up a different mower, used a different mower. On the way home, went and picked up the mower that was broken, and didn't have any stop throughout the day, didn't have any hassle throughout the day. So yeah, guys, really do advise you or recommend to you to find somebody local to you who can fix your gear with no trouble. I'm sure I've been able to fix it myself if I'd have had all the bits and pieces, but for me to take it down to him was no hassle. I got it back up and running no time at all. So I'm now going to show you a section of lawn which I may have forgotten or neglected about the last few weeks. There's a real section at the bottom of it that just got really long all of a sudden, and I'm not sure why I kept forgetting about doing it, but I thought I would film it for you. This bit up here isn't overly long, but when you get down to the bottom of it, it's probably as long as I ever want any of my lawns to get. I never get my lawns too long, and I don't very rarely show you guys me cutting extremely long grass because of that reason. You know, my lawns are I'm cutting them at least every week or every 2 weeks. You know, I'm not letting them get very long. So because this grass at the bottom here was very long, I thought I'd show you me cutting it. It's quite old footage, so by the time this video will be put up, this footage will probably be about nearly 5 weeks old. I'm just not getting any time at the minute to edit any videos together. Or a lot of my videos that I'm editing are all out of sync. So over the next couple of weeks I really want to bring everything right up to date. It's just I'm not having any time to do the editing side of it. I'm finding lots of time to film the videos, but the editing side of it, which takes the time for me, I'm just doing too many bits and pieces with the family at home, and just not having the time to do the edit. So I am going to try and get all the videos up to date for you guys. But as I say, this section here was supposed to show you a little bit of long grass, and it's going to be a mixture of bagging and mulching. I think when I have the bag on, obviously I'll be bagging it. When I have the bag off, that'll be when I'll be mulching it. But as you can see, I'm getting into some real long stuff down here. As I say, this is as long as I want any of my lawns to ever get. I'm not sure why I'd neglected this area. I normally cut this lawn, or these lawns, in 2 different hits. So one of the weeks I'll do a lot of the front grass, and the second week I'll do a lot of the back grass. And this part of it was just being left. As I say, this footage is all taken probably around the sort of start of April, and so this grass had not been cut this year. Lots of different things. While I'm strimming, I'm always sort of thinking, am I going to hit anything that's disgusting, you know, smelly? I've not been around it yet, so I'm always a little bit apprehensive. In fact, sometimes when I'm cutting long grass like this, anything a bit longer, I will actually end up wearing some overalls just in case I do hit anything that is stinky or rotten, and I don't want it to cover my clothes, because as soon as it hit something that's like that, cover my clothes, it's time for me to go home and get changed. But as you can see, it's fairly long, so I'm going to go over it with a mower now as a mixture of bagging and mulching. I think I'll try to mulch as much as I can, just to show you how this mower copes with it. I don't need to mulch at this job. I can bag everything if I want to, because there is places for me to compost the grass on site, so there's no real need for me to mulch any of it. It does save a little bit of time, but on this job I just really wanted to show you the difference between mulching and bagging. You can't really tell from the video, but this little section of lawn here is extremely bumpy. Lots of, I think it's rabbit holes, I think old rabbit holes, or the rabbits have at one time tried to dig holes in places, and the mower's constantly bumping up and down all over the place. I wouldn't want to use my roller mower on this at all, it would just be sort of shake it to pieces. So I do like to use the 4-wheel Honda for this job, just because it just seems to be able to take the bumps and lumps a little bit easier. But I mean, it is all over the place, and there's the tree dropping pine cones and all that sort of thing all the time, so it's not a nice section of lawn to cut. I think that's probably why I'd been neglecting it for a while. I kept thinking, I'll leave it till next week, I'll leave it till next week, and then all of a sudden I thought, crikey, it's like a foot tall, I better get around to do it. So we're getting to the real long grass now, guys, but as you're watching me cut the long grass, I will just bring you up to date on a few things. So business wise, my adverts have now come out. They've been out now for about a week or so, and I've got about 3 phone calls from them so far. Now this year with my adverts, I'm going to be real picky. I think I've said it before in the video, but I'm going to be real picky with the jobs I take on. I'm not going to take on absolutely everything. Last year my adverts came out at the same sort of time, and I took on anything that was given me. I wanted to get every single job that was offered to me. The problem I had with that was I took on everything, and whether it be a nice job or a sort of crappy job. Later on in the season I was offered quite a few nice jobs, and I couldn't take them on because I was so busy doing these maybe not so nice jobs. So this year I don't want to do that. I want to really pick and choose. So one of the jobs I was offered this week was a 20-foot tall hedge that had not been cut for about 3 years, and the guy wanted it brought back under control. So I did play the too hard card on that job, and just sort of said, "No, I'm sorry mate, I'm just far too busy." The other job I was offered was too far away for me to go, so I want to be local to where I live. I want the jobs to be, you know, they don't have to be easy, but you know, I don't really want to be cutting a 20-foot tall hedge back down to maybe 10 foot. That's just not something I really want to be taking on. I should have given him Jason Gardner's card. he would have been straight on that, no trouble. If you aren't watching Jason's channel, I will link it up here for you. Very similar to what I do. He's a British gardener up in Norfolk. I'm sure he would have come down all the way down to where I live to help me out with this hedge. Wouldn't have been a problem for him. But if you're not watching his channel, guys, check him out. Does a lot of very good videos, a lot of good voiceovers. He talks you all the way through his videos. Very, very good channel. I'll link it here for you. Anyway, guys, as I say, I'm really going to try hard for you to get all the videos back up to date, because everything seems to be going back in time for me. If you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Take care, be good, and I will see you very soon in the future.